Welcome to another video by WA Courses. In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at conditional formatting in depth. Now, this is a spreadsheet of my customers, my imaginary business, my customers, addresses, purchases, and date. Now, let's talk about what conditional formatting is. It is a tool that gives us the opportunity to change how data looks in the spreadsheet. It formats it based upon certain conditions, and that's why it's called conditional formatting. It helps us get a more visual idea of what is going on in our spreadsheet. Imagine, for example, that I would like these purchases to be formatted in a way from the highest to the lowest. Of course, I could use a filter, or I could even sort the numbers. But we're going to do something a little bit different now. Let's select the column first. Now, I would like to find all the purchases that are over 2,000 euros. Let's go to conditional formatting. We have a few options here. Let's start with the first one, highlight cell rules. I want greater than. That's exactly what I want right now. I want to highlight the cells that are greater than. Let's click on it. Greater than 2,000. So it will format cells that are greater than 2,000 from column D, which I have selected. I would like them to be highlighted with light red fill. No, thank you. I would like yellow. And OK. Now you see, it has highlighted all purchases that are above 2,000. Now, it has also highlighted my purchases cell. So apparently purchases is greater than 2,000. But that is not really what I intended. So I can fix this. Select the cell purchases, conditional formatting, and if I select clear rules from selected cells, no rules will apply from my conditional formatting to this particular cell. Okay. So now I only have my purchases above 2,000 euros highlighted. Now you might be wondering why I didn't just select the cells that I wanted the formatting in only in the first place. Like, why didn't I select these cells without the purchases cells? Well, the reason is that if I wanted to enter more data into my spreadsheet, this data would not be formatted with my conditional formatting. Only the cells that I had selected would be formatted. That's why I chose entire column D. So let's try inserting here some more data, 2,300, and you see how it has been formatted. So if I had only selected the cells that I had already there, it would not be formatted according to my conditional formatting. Now let's look at some different formatting. Let's undo. Okay, now I would like to highlight all purchases that are less than a certain amount. So less than 1,000 euros. Let's select column D again. Conditional formatting. highlight cells rules, and now we'll go with less than. So I want to format cells that are less than 1000, and I would like to highlight them green. Okay. And here are all the purchases that are less than 1000 euros, highlighted in green and formatted in green font. Now, conditional formatting does not only apply to numbers, but also text. So let's jump to another spreadsheet. Now, imagine that from column A, I would like to highlight all the cells that contain the word government. So I have selected column A. Let's go to conditional formatting. Highlight cells rules. And choose text that contains. So I would like to format all the cells that contain the text government with red. Okay. It has highlighted all the text government in column A. Now, if I'm not quite satisfied with the formatting, I could select, go to conditional formatting, and choose Manage Rules. This allows us to create, edit, and delete all conditional formatting rules in the selected area. So this window pops up. Show formatting rules for the current selection. Yes. I could also choose to view the rules in the whole worksheet. Now, this is my rule that I have applied. The cell value that contains the word government will be highlighted red, and my font will be changed to red color. And this rule applies to column A. I could change any of these I like. For example, I could make it apply to whatever section I want by selecting, but that's not what I want to do now. Now, let's edit the rule from the Edit Rule button. I would like to change the formatting right here. So let's click on Format. I would like my font style to be bold, and I would like it to be blue. I can also change the font size. I could change and insert a border, for example. I could also change the fill if I'm not happy with this color. When I am done, OK, and OK, and OK once more. So all my changes have been made. I now have a border. The fill is light red, and the font is bold and blue. Now, let's select another column, conditional formatting, and take a look at the top-bottom rules. So I could choose to format the top 10 items. I could choose to format the top 10%, the bottom 10 items, the bottom 10%, the above average, and the below average. Now let's go with top 10 items to start with. So this rule will format cells that rank in the top 10 with light red. Let's change that and make it yellow. Okay. Now let's scroll through and see. Okay, so this is in my top 10 units sold. And so is this, and this, and this, and so on. Let's undo and try another. Let's go with the bottom 10 items, the least units sold. Let's take a look. Okay, we have one there, another one, and another one. Undo again. So you can see you can choose from any of these rules here. Now let's take a look at data bars. Data bars will basically insert a data bar into my cell. Let's go with solid fill, green. Now you get a visual, so you can easily compare them visually. So you can see here we have a large amount of units sold. Also here, not so big. So data bars are also great to use. Let's select it again. Data bars. And let's go to more rules from the data bars. So the format style is a data bar. I could choose the color scale. I could choose also to show only the bar and not the number. So let's try this. And okay, so now we only have the data bars without the numbers. Of course, the numbers have not disappeared, but the data bars are the only ones that are visible right now. So I could choose again to bring the numbers back. Okay, and there they are. Now, let's move on to another column. Let's say gross sales and take a look at another conditional formatting. Color scales are a great way to compare data between themselves. So you could choose any color scale from here. Let's go with green, yellow, red color scale. This will apply a color gradient to my column. The color indicates where each cell value falls within that range. So you see now, all of my cells have been colored in different colors. What exactly do these colors mean though? Let's go to Manage Rules and take a look at our rule. We have a graded color scale from red to green. Red being the lowest, green, dark green being the highest. So red means low value, green means high value, and it goes with a color scale. So from red to orange to yellow and then to green. Now let's move on to another column. Column J, our sales. Conditional formatting. And let's take a look at icon sets now. These are similar to color scales and data bars. Basically, what I'm going to do with this is make an icon appear in each cell depending on the value of the data in the cell. So let's choose, we could choose from any of these, like traffic lights, arrows, directions. Let's go with the 3 arrows. So basically, 3 arrows has divided my data into 3 categories. in the lowest 33%, then from 33% to 67% would be the yellow arrow, and in the top last 33%, so from 67% to 100%, would be the green arrow, which means all of these with a red arrow are in the lowest 33%, the bottom 33%. The ones in the yellow arrow are somewhere in the middle. So from 33 to 67%. And the ones with a green arrow, like here, are in my top percentages, above 67%. Also a great way and gives you a great visual. And of course, you could customize this rule even more from the Manage Rules tab and Edit Rule. So you could change your percentages and whatever you like. So that was conditional formatting. It gives you a great visualization of what's going on in your spreadsheet, especially with numbers, but not only numbers. As we saw here, it can also be used with text. And it could also, of course, be used with dates. That was the end of this tutorial. Thank you for watching.